Hey everybody, it's Lazy Rider 56. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, it's a really hot day here in August. What we're going to do today, we're going to take the bike out towards Kings Mountain National Military Park. Now, I've made this ride on my Triumph, but I haven't made it yet on my Shadow. So looking forward to that. And it is a real scorcher today. It's at least about 91, maybe pushing higher than that. And we'll go ahead and get through this red light. Alright, so we are going to be heading out Highway 5 all the way out to almost getting out to I-85, but not quite. And then we're going to take Highway, I think it's 25, on over to Kings Mountain, and then Highway 161 back to York. It's a big loop. And there is a little bit of a cloud off in the distance. I've been goofing around. I should have gotten out here earlier and tried to beat the rain, but I got lazy, and that's just the way it goes. Although it does feel pretty good once you get moving on the bike, and this ride mostly has speeds of over 55 miles an hour, so maybe it'll help keep you cool a little bit. Looks like traffic's increased a little bit. I think that's because I think the schools are back in session now. Yeah, there's cars up there. Looks like, yeah, school's back in session. Alright, so we got to be careful going through these school zones. You don't want to get a ticket. So this morning, I woke up really hungry, and I really don't eat out much anymore. It's just gotten so ridiculously expensive. But this morning, I was just hungry, so I got up and went up to Huddle House, and I got like a Philly steak and cheese omelet. It was really, really good. I mean, it hit the spot. So, yeah, I took today off from working out. Oops, I forgot to downshift. One thing I wanted to kind of talk about, it is now just about 1 year into retirement. It's mid-August, and I retired August 1st of last year, so just a little bit over 1 year into retirement. And I'm going to mention one thing that has really surprised me about retirement, and it is how fast the days and the weeks go by. It is nothing for me to look up and say, oh, it's Sunday. Oh, now it's Friday. It's at the end of the week. And it happened like almost like a snap of the fingers. And then before you know it, oh, the month is gone. Oh, now we're at the end of summer. And it just seemed like yesterday we were just coming into summer. It is really shocking how fast time moves in retirement. Yeah, that was a major concern of mine, that I'd get into retirement, get really bored, and time would just drag, and I would just have nothing to do with myself, and I would sit around all day going, what do I do? But that has not been the case at all. I've had things to do every day. I mean, I actually was hoping to ride the motorcycle more, but there were just stuff I got to get done every day, hobbies I'm working on, and it really has blown me away. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact you've got a routine. I mean, I'll say I have sort of routine. I have things I want to do during the day, but I'm not particularly concerned about the order in which I get them done. But having that makes the time go by fast. Plus, I think mentally, I was at a point I was just ready to retire. Mentally, I was ready. I was there. And also the way I approached my job, I had a good employer with good benefits, but it was at the end of the day a job. It was transactional. Now, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of people I worked with I really liked and I respected, and I had good benefits, and I got treated very well. But at the end of the day, it was just that. It was a job where I got a paycheck to achieve goals, to save and invest so I could retire. So the job was never itself an end game. It was a means to an end. And maybe that's why when I did retire, I felt like, okay, now I'm ready. And I think we're getting a few drops of rain. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to be quiet because I've got to raise this face shield up so to get some air in here because I'm burning up. So let's just go ahead and ride. Okay, we're at that point. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So that turned out to be a fun ride and a little bit cooler than I expected. The rain and the clouds actually made that feel a lot more comfortable than the temperature indicated. So we got a fun ride going out to Kings Mountain, and yeah, it was great. So I'm going to wrap it up here. This is Lazy Rider 56. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.